Yeah, pull up a seat. Welcome to the lounge. Shifty real Hank Hill here to hold it down. Got my boys Wild Wes and the whole crew just vibing and talking with something new. Got them good times and the best conversation. It's a whole different vibe, a new creation. So sit back, relax, let the good times flow. Yeah, let them flow. You already know.
Only on the Lounge Podcast.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Lounge Podcast, episode 19, America's Day.
America's Day! Super hype.
Hell yeah. I am one of your hosts, Shifty, joined by my great co-host,
Pineapple GG, how you doing? How you doing?
So what is up, Pineapple? It is Friday. We are one day away from 4th of July.
We are 4th of July Eve, my friend. So it's definitely awesome. All the great things are happening tomorrow. Every street corner, every neighborhood, every apartment complex. I mean, dude, it's all about the food, right? I mean, there's so many things we could talk about when it comes to the 4th, and like that's why I'm loving this episode already, because it means so much to us, as Americans, as people. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, definitely.
So as far as 4th of July, I mean, like we could, honestly, like there's so much history behind the 4th of July, kind of, if you know anything about history, and anybody in the Lounge Podcast here, I mean, it really started like with everybody signing the paper, man. Everybody doing the Declaration of Independence and signing that and getting that going, because that kind of like shaped this day that we're about to celebrate. It's crazy.
Definitely so. So, as it states right here, the 4th of July, or Independence Day, commemorates the second Congress adopting the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I think, if we look at that, like, as Americans, like that's our credo. Like we stand by everything that declaration kind of
Stands for.
kind of
Yeah,
stands for,
for
and it's,
sure.
I mean, it's where all our freedoms come about, man. It's freedom of speech, freedom to bear arms.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that comes with it.
Oh yeah. It's absolutely insane to think about. I mean, like, to talk about like a bunch of old heads, because that's what they were at the time. That's what they would be the equivalent of, you know, getting in a fucking room and being like, so you see this like piece of land, we're gonna sign this thing and come together on this piece of land. And it's absolutely insane, um when you think about back then, because they didn't have social media, they didn't have fast ways of travel, they didn't have fast ways of word travel. Word does travel fast, but shit, back then word traveled like the speed of snail. You know what I mean? You can go viral in 10 minutes. It took 5 years to
It
go
took a couple
viral.
days or so.
5 years to go viral amongst like a big populace, word traveling like that, so to have these men come together and sign a piece of paper, you could only imagine like how powerful they were, because people have to
Yeah.
listen to them. People have to listen to them, like the cops at the time, the people in authority at the time, the military at the time, all these people, they have to listen to them.
Well, see,
Absolutely
like I
insane.
like it, like especially for back then, especially like when you say like authority figures, like I think that's where we've kind of backslid a little bit, because really, like back then, everybody had a say so in everything. Maybe not a ton. I mean, because there were still people with, influence and wealth and everything else that made a lot of decisions for us. But at least like regular Joe Schmoes like us, we at least had a say in what happened in our daily life. And unlike today, more or less, like, God forbid, like I could step outside right now and I could fart the wrong way and I might go to jail for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna kind of tiptoe very carefully, but I do want to touch on something. Like there's good and bad in it. When I think about it, back then and how it was versus how it is today, and how I view how humans should be to each other today. Like back then, women had no say, and that sucks. Like we can make like pluses and minuses and arguments about men versus women all day, but instead of doing that, the one thing I'll say is like at the human level, at the like symbiote human level, our brains are the same. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. I mean, yeah, there's different thoughts and things, but that's the beauty of it, right? That's why the ability to have a voice and formulate an opinion for women is something that like they didn't have back then. Um there was so you talk about the people in power and stuff, like there was so much unity. That's the part about it like I liked, right? Like there
Yeah.
was so much unity on this idea of, as long as you follow these fucking rules, you can be free.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think that's kind of where we're at today with the Lounge Podcast. As much as, freedom and unity that you can have, that's kind of what this podcast is about, really, is to give people a voice that, that never thought that they could be heard. I definitely, like, when this idea came about, it was supposed to be more or less just like a couple people like just coming together, just chit chatting and goofing off. But now it's kind of grown into like it's definitely grown into that voice that, if anybody wanted to express some concerns or anything, or just wanted to talk about something, that's what this thing is. It's for us, it's for the people, it's so that way we can share our thoughts and ideas together, and express them without feeling
Heckled.
misunderstood or misheard.
Yeah. I mean, now that we kind of like, dipped into like the history of how kind of like the 4th of July kind of got started and everything. When we talk about like some of the fun stuff, man, like fireworks. Like,
Oh
dude,
my god.
let me tell you something. Like, God bless those people in ancient China, dude. If nobody knows, dude, you can go back like history. It was like the Greeks, kind of, but the Greeks made shit that like went bang and boom and did fire, and like it's not necessarily a firework, but it damn sure would look like that if you seen. It's called I believe the Greek fire, and they've never been able to replicate it. They've had scientists try to do it, but it's fire that like doesn't go out, and it's like shooting. It's literally like shooting flaming lava on something, and it will float on the water. It will stick to anything, and it will burn everything. And they haven't been able to recreate this or whatever, but it's them and people from ancient China. Like is pretty much the dawn of fireworks and everything that we know today. And all the
Yeah,
good
so
stuff,
it says
all the good
right.
stuff comes from China anyway. For
It
as
does. It
far as
definitely says it
fireworks.
right here. So the fireworks were first made in ancient China, with the earliest natural firecrackers dating back to around 200 BC. The first man-made gunpowder fireworks were developed much later, between 600 and 900 AD, and China alchemists packed black powder into bamboo sticks.
That's gotta be wild.
Oh, dude, you're
Let
talking
me
like
like
you make a
listen.
mistake and you might
You
lose a hand.
You catch a well, that's the thing. I mean, even if it's something cool that goes zip bang boom, like you catch a piece of bamboo shrapnel. Let me tell you how strong bamboo is, sir. Bamboo, you can make a scaffolding out of bamboo. You can make shelter out of bamboo. Like bamboo is fucking strong as shit.
Yeah, so going with bamboo, bamboo is the fastest growing plant on Earth, capable of growing up to 35 to 40 inches per day. That's huge. Like that's an incredible feat. Like especially for a
Love the
plant.
bamboo plant.
It,
Love the bamboo plant.
I mean, you
Super
think
good.
about like people like cut down bamboo sticks, like if you practice martial arts and shit, like they use bamboo as like training sticks.
You gotta
Like
find a
you know that's
real
gonna
you
be
gotta find a real straight one. People because like a lot of bamboo in the wild, it's curved. It's not necessarily bent, but it'll go like this, because it's trying to like face the sun, so it'll naturally kind of like grow that way or something. So it's hard to
yeah.
find a real straight one. Um
So
what do you think
talking about
about fireworks when you like were little versus fireworks today? Are they better or are
oh
they more safe, less safe? Are they like bigger and more badass? Or are they shittier now?
they always like if you think about like fireworks back then as a kid, they were already big and amazing and like it loud and dangerous. And I feel like they're going to continue to get that way, just more dangerous and more colorful, bigger, better. Talking about fireworks, funny little story, and I'll share with everybody here is back when I was a kid. You know, obviously you got like the nifty little firecrackers and everything else. I burnt all five of these fingertips right here off of a firecracker because the fuse was so short. And when I lit
Oh,
it, I didn't have enough time to throw it, and it exploded in my hand.
I got
Kind of fucked.
well, so like us as kids, like me and my buddies, like we'd have bottle rockets and you'd barely hold them and we just shoot, we would we would shoot them at each other, we
Yeah,
were
just
not
straight up out of the hand.
yeah, we were 90s kids, like just not in the face, anywhere else but not in the face. So, you
Oh God, have you
know,
ever been in a candlestick firefight? Oh man,
oh, a Roman candle? I've only done it a
yeah,
few
dude.
times. I've only done it a few times in my life. The Harry Potter fight, yeah. Yeah. I will tell this one story. If we're talking about fireworks and some crazy shit happening, like I'm getting hammered at my buddy's house out of the lake, and this was a couple years back, man. This was like at least 4 or 5 years ago. And
Yeah.
I'm out there and stuff, and we're shooting off mortars, and I'm like holding the mortar thing and like laying down next to it and just looking up in the sky. You know what I mean? Because I'm hammered. I didn't care. You know. And we were doing it, and everything was going good, man. Everything's fine. And I lit one in there, man, and I'm using the same tube. And man, my buddy had over 150 mortar cartridges. Like you got to switch out tubes. But I had been running this damn tube for 20 something mortars in this cardboard paper tube, dude. Well, I put one down in there, boy, and that thing goes boom, bam, and I honestly, it looked like a flashbang went off, right? And I didn't know what happened at first, and then all of a sudden, like I felt my side, and I shit you not, like in that moment, and it was literally like a half a second moment, slowed down. I felt like the hand of God punch me in the side, and
Oh
I'm like,
no.
holy fuck! I'm like, what? And I'm just like, what happened? And I look down, dude. The fucking mortar blasted me in the fucking side, hit me so fucking hard through my fucking shirt, like left like about a dime size like wound, like blood wound. And I'm like, oh shit. I go back up there to the damn dock where we were at, and like I'm like showing everybody and everything, and they're like, oh my god, dude, you got hit really bad. Well, turns out so the next day there's probably like a mark maybe about this big, right? And it's purple as can be, and then the surrounding area is like this big, it's purple as fuck. And
Oh,
I'm like, wow, I'm like, that was pretty cool. I'm like, that was sweet. So but other than that, I have never, and I've lit so many fireworks in my life. I've never had an incident. And then it's, oh yeah, by the way, the tube. So the mortar shot out of the tube, out of the side of the tube, blew a hole in it and shot me in the side, in the upper
oh,
mid chest. Yeah. And that's because you can't. So I know now there is a limit on how many mortars you can put in one single tube. You should swap tubes. You should math it out to how many tubes you have and then divide it to the mortars, and then that's how many you shoot through each tube
hell yeah.
for sure.
So, so I know, like, talking about like childhood memories and stuff, and talking about fireworks and Fourth of July and everything. Honestly, I get pumped up on Fourth of July, dude. It just reminds me of a more simpler time. Everybody comes together. You know, you get those family
Yeah.
interactions and everything like that that you don't really get nowadays too much anymore, unless it's like the family comes together, somebody died or something. Like you don't really get those, those moments
Yeah.
with the family just chilling out and having a great time. Um, so I always cherish like every time like this comes around. Like I love it. I love it to death.
Oh yeah, man. It definitely, like I said, I mean, you talking about traditions and things like that. I mean, the one of the biggest things, I mean, that make 4th of July one of my favorite holidays is, I mean, just the food. The food is absolutely insane, man. You know, you always throw down. Like everybody always throws down on the 4th of July, man. Even if it's
Mhm.
like something simple like a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs, or like people throwing ribs on brisket, steaks. It's kind of crazy the amount of
Dude, we used to go to a family member's house, and he would always do up a whole pig on
yeah,
a smoker, which was like insane. It was great.
yeah. I like getting the skin, dude. When that shit's been smoking for like
Yeah.
since yesterday or some shit, I'll be like, yo, I'll be like, give me a piece of that crusted belly skin. Fucking dude, I'll tear that shit up, dude. It's so good. It's people are I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand people that are vegans. Not that I don't love you here at the Lounge Podcast. I just said I don't understand you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
Some things are good.
It's hard to understand like somebody that just wants to eat vegetables. No, no offense to anybody that likes to do
Yeah.
that,
I'm
but
just it's just so
it ain't for
good.
me.
It's just so
Yeah.
good. It's so good. I'm for
Uh,
all the veggies too. I'm just saying. It's so good, man. If you've never experienced like having like so I've done it and then experienced it where they did it in the ground.
yeah.
It was like a fucking restaurant roll of aluminum foil over like a bunch of hot
Hmm.
coals, and they put it in the ground and then encased it
Yeah.
in
Hell yeah, dude.
aluminum foil, and then put God, like an insane amount of fucking the big brick charcoal that's like it just looks like wood chunks and it's black, and they fucking lit all that shit, and it was like a huge bonfire for like 10 minutes, and then it just calmed down, and I thought that thing was gonna be burnt. Hell no. The pineapples that were in there
Mm,
were kind of burnt, but nah, it wasn't burnt at all. It was crazy.
man,
They injected that
pineapple
thing.
eating his own people, eating the pineapples.
They did. They injected like pineapple and some like other kind of like citrus marinade, like like a mojo. Have you ever seen the mojo
Yeah.
marinade?
Yep.
Um, and then and then just fucking started taking it out and fucking they had, I think, like almost 8 or 9 trays, like the big aluminum silver trays, just full of meat.
Oh
Full
hell
of
yeah.
meat.
So I'm getting some messages offside of the stream here for just some people that are watching. They're asking what happened to the guy that we picked up, and I think they're talking about old Jinxie. And for everybody that joins us here at the Lounge Podcast, Jinxie is on vacation right now. He's in that good old Vegas trying to win him some money.
Viva Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be back next week, but for right now, he need a little R&R, which is definitely needed for everybody. But he is, yeah, he's on vacation right now. But don't you fret, he will be back next week for sure.
Yep.
Um, and then we'll get to hear all the nice little Vegas stories that he's gonna entail for us. It'll probably be a nice little Wednesday episode. Secret Tales of Vegas with Jinxie.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of the what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas questions. I'm gonna love it. It's
Hell
gonna be
yeah, I'm
good.
wanting to find out how many boobies he's already seen.
I've heard it's been quite a few.
Oh
Quite a
god.
few. Quite a few.
This man better be taking a log of each time he sees it. I wanna see the physical data sheet.
That's right. That's right. Where's the GoPro?
So anybody that's watching the podcast right now, why don't you go ahead and come on in, jump in the chat, just say hello or tell us what you want to hear right now. I mean, we're kind of just chilling. This is a special episode for this Friday, just America's Day. Not trying to go too deep into a whole lot of stuff. We just want to kind of hang out with you all, our beautiful loungers, and see what's happening. So
So
yeah, just
I
jump in that chat, say hello.
I do wanna touch on something, before we talk about some more 4th of July things and some other things that I had planned for the podcast today. I do want to take a moment and just thank all of our men and women, our veterans, our servicemen and
Yes.
women, our first responders, our police force, our military, the people in the air, the people in the water, the people you don't even freaking hear about, whose files are all blacked out and don't even see none of it.
Hmm.
God bless all of you from here at the Lounge
Yes,
Podcast, and
definitely.
thank you so much for doing the things we don't see.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for giving us the freedom for us to be sitting here and doing this for everybody while you're out there, protecting us from all the harm. Um, if you are a service man or woman of any kind, police, military, whatever it is, jump in the chat, say hello, let us know that you're here.
I'll tell you what. It definitely is a great thing on the 4th of July. Something that we get to celebrate, and these things, these freedoms, Um what do you think of, like when you think of like songs for the 4th of July, like do you have any like go-to songs that come to mind?
Oh God, Creed, always Creed.
What is it like? Was it just Can You Take Me Higher, or is it
Can you take me higher?
so like what,
Yeah.
like a bunch of dad rock type stuff?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a dad. You're a dad. Why not the dad rock?
Yeah, the dad rock.
I'll be
I
honest. You know what I've been listening to lately, which is like got me pretty jazzed, especially like going to work and stuff. I've been listening to a lot of The Police.
The Police, nice,
Yes.
very nice. Okay,
Every breath you take.
yeah, that very good. They're very good. They've done a lot. People think they're a one-hit wonder. They've actually done a lot of really good songs.
Right?
They're actually like a four-hit wonder, to be honest. But
Listen, a lot of them motherfuckers like they make a lot of great songs, especially like them older like 70s, 80s like metal bands and heavy rock bands and stuff. But there's always those classic favorites that everybody likes that associates with them. Um, dude, I'll be honest. Like I'm still an advocate, huge REO Speedwagon fan. Like I
Aria
think they're
Speedwagon.
still top tier in my book. Still top tier. Kind of miss old Meatloaf though. That's for sure.
I mean, yeah, Meatloaf was one of the greats.
Oh,
Um,
dude, definitely.
I always want to listen to like one song. So like for me, it always seemed to play like so back when I was a kid on the radio, like we would always like it would either be on like some country station or whatever, because that's just what it was growing up for me and my family. But it would always come up. It'd be Lee Greenwood. It's God Bless the USA.
God bless USA.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
yeah. That's one that
that's a
always
great
comes
song.
up. It's always something that makes me, have not only like that patriotic feeling, but like that 4th of July feeling, like the fireworks, and like you're looking up at the sky and you just think for like 1 second that America gives a shit about you.
Yeah,
um it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling for sure.
it is a good feeling. I always like when I listen to stuff like that, dude. Like it makes me think, like, man, like I should have done more with my life. I should have probably been in the service. I could have done all this and that. And then I look at my life today as like, I'm too fat for that. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. The Yeah, no. And not until it comes to my doorstep, we're not going to engage, the enemy. You know,
Oh no.
it's better to be a ninja, in that way for sure. No, I get those same feelings too, all jokes aside. I mean, like you wanna do something, you know. The biggest thing, and it's crazy to say this, but like there's so many people, it's still like something crazy, I think. When I looked at the numbers, it was like almost 40% or something of Americans that can vote don't.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It
Um,
is a crazy amount how many people don't vote.
Whether it be for like your local politicians or like our actual president, um,
Yeah.
go out and vote. Like that is the one thing that we can do as Americans, like to have our voice heard. Vote on things. They ask you,
Definitely.
even like the smallest law things, like it'll be like in your local town, and like some like lobbyist or whatever is like trying to raise money to put a fucking stop sign at this corner where they let school kids out or some shit,
Yeah.
and it'd be something simple like that, and they'd be sitting outside of your local, Walmart, trying to get signatures, and it is like that. Like it is like that on the small scale. So like participate in that stuff. Like that's what I tell
Yeah.
everybody. I'm like I at least hear people. I'm like don't give them the New York treatment and just walk by these people. Like listen to what they say. You
Yeah,
know.
definitely. So I think today's day and age, especially in America, like there's some people that speak up and say some things, but like you were saying, like too many people don't vote. Too many people just don't say anything, and they complain a lot about it. And
Yeah.
no offense to you, there's not always going to be that. You're gonna like everything that happens around you. Mind you, there's some things that happen around me I don't like. But like I feel like if you want it changed, say something. Speak up. Be that voice for everybody to hear, because you never know how many people may feel the same way.
Yeah. Like I don't know, man. Like it kind of it kind of blows my mind because it's like not to dive too far into politics and stuff, but like you know, my God, the one time we all need to come together, I is around this time, and the one thing like I wish would happen, like I wish America as people would keep that fucking energy all year long instead of just like a couple of times throughout the year. Because if you not only just like the fourth, right, but like other like super huge holidays, even people that don't celebrate Christmas, they're more inclined to be nicer around these times. And the same thing
Yeah,
goes for the
some are,
for the
some
fourth.
are for sure.
Even if you don't celebrate the fourth, you're Canadian, but you live here or something, like you're still inclined to be nicer to people around these times because people are genuinely in a better mood.
Yeah, definitely so.
Um, I do want to touch about I do want to talk about one thing too when we talked about things happening. I wish I knew how much actually is like fireworks related injuries on the fourth. Yeah, but yeah,
Oh
like
well,
what is the surge? What is the surge? What is the surge in fireworks related injuries? Like that would be that's something that I always think about because it's like you got to think about it, guys. I mean, every 4th of July, someone has to get hurt. Somebody's getting hurt by a firework, for sure.
oh, definitely. So I pulled it up right here. It states that the reports are that approximately 13,000 to 14,700 people are treated in emergency rooms for firework related injuries each year. This translates to the national rating of roughly 3.0 to 3.5 injuries per 10,000 people. Um, if you're one of those great Americans that are celebrating the fourth and you're setting off fireworks and everything, all we suggest here at the Lounge Podcast is just be safe. Be safe about it. Make sure that you keep a nice little distance from all the other spectators if you're the one lighting off the fireworks, and yourself. Just be careful. I mean, we don't want you to lose a hand, lose a foot, lose some fingers
Yeah, man. My God.
just for some colorful boom boom in the sky.
Or some TikTok video. God knows these young kids, man.
Oh
I
Lord.
know I'm like unk status now. Listen, please, for the love of God, just be careful, light the thing, throw it or leave it sitting where it's supposed to sit and run away. Like it's
Yep. And if it don't
soup
go off,
simple.
don't go check it.
Yeah. If anything, if it don't go off, go spray it with the damn hose and just light the next one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it.
Yep. Definitely don't need a firework going off in your face while you look down over the tube
Yeah,
there. That's
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
dangerous stuff.
You know what's cool that I've seen talking about fireworks a little bit more? What's cool that I've seen that's a more safe, they're expensive as fuck, but all these fireworks
Oh,
stands, they do like buy one get one or buy two get one, all this shit, right? Um so like they're these boxes, right? And they have like mortars inside of them and they'll be like boxes of like 16 shots or like 30 shots or like 24 shots and you light one fuse and it'll go through 20, 30 shots in the air and they're big fireworks. They're not like no little like fountain.
yeah.
It's like big Disney-esque fireworks out of just like a box like this big. It's really cool. Those things are sweet.
Yeah, definitely. If you definitely have the extra funds to do so, I highly recommend getting one of them big old boxes. If you don't have the funds, but maybe you're a parent and you're trying to give your kid a good Fourth of July, there's plenty of events around you and your town that do that stuff for free. Take them out, let them go see it.
Yeah.
You don't
Oh
have
yeah.
to, you don't have to go broke just to have a good time.
Yeah, and not only that, if you're one of these, because I've been there. I've been all over the spectrum when it comes to, what we can do with the money we got. Man, I'm telling you, the dollar stores and Dollar Generals, and I swear they got a Dollar General every 30 feet. Man, they have
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of little fireworks and firecrackers and stuff for the kids that, you know, definitely you can have a good time and make it happen, Captain. I like it.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And do not be irresponsible and make your own fireworks. That is illegal. To my understanding, is illegal. At least here in the state that I'm at, good old Ohio. Don't make them homemade fireworks. That is asking for trouble.
And do not take fireworks apart and add them together. None of that. None of that stuff.
Set that down.
I'll tell
So,
you
man, what?
what
Go for it. Go
I was
for it.
gonna tell you that I'm kind of losing some steam, man. I wish I really had something, that would just pep me up a little bit, to get through the rest of this podcast. You know something shifty that I could
Ooh,
do?
I do know something, and it's something that we can share with everybody. Head on over to wenergy.com and use the discount code The Lounge Podcast to get 10% off your order today and pick you up a tub. They have a lot of different flavors and they're developing more and more each and every day. So go check it out. Get you a tub today. It has the I lost my train of thought.
It
It
just
has the
has
caffeine
the
and
get
everything
up,
else that you
you
need to
need to
keep
go.
going all day long.
That's
I have
right.
my tub, and I'm an advocate, like believer in it. Like I use it constantly. Actually, I got to pick up a new tub soon because mine's about out.
I definitely just spaced it, man. I can't tell you that the definitely just remembered if we just put in that damn code, that discount code, the lounge podcast over there at wenergy.com, we'd be able to get us a tub for the low low. All right. I definitely
Patricia, yo,
I
thank you for the martini.
definitely I definitely know, like I said, that around this time, there's so much, there's food, there's culture, there's, history, there's remembrance for our veterans, there's stories, there's family, and sometimes there's somebody getting their hand blown off, but
Mhm.
that's America. That's America, baby.
It is. It is. Every fireworks scar is a nice little story that we can tell right here on the Lounge Podcast.
That's right. I did try to do rockets on my remote control car. Now that doesn't work like it should. Like I thought it would, but it doesn't. It doesn't work like it should. I ended up melting part of like the chassis of the remote control car. Like it's still like road, but like man, it was like the frame right here and the outer case. I mean, this freaking remote control car was like back then it was like $60. I think today it'd be like 130.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Um,
know they used to have them back in the day. I don't know if they still have them now, but I remember as a kid there used to be these little tanks that you could buy, and you light the fuse, and it would like move forward on its own and shoot little like bottle rockets and stuff out of the nozzle from it, and like you could buy more and more, and you would have little tank battles and stuff. It was kind of cool.
yeah, so they definitely did have those. Those were definitely awesome. I do remember those. Um, Talking about maybe like the some of the crazy stuff that I don't see anymore. Um, when back when
Oh, I think we've lost some audio here. I can't hear anything. Pineapple. Hold on, folks. I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. I think he's back now. He's back now. Oh, well, nope. I can hear the clicking, but I don't hear nothing. Don't know what's going on. Give us a few seconds here while we try to fix this for you all. One second. Pineapple, can you say something? We can't hear you, buddy.
Oh, there we go. We're having a little bit of audio
There
issue.
There it is.
That's all right. Where did I cut off at, sir?
You cut off like way back when.
Oh, Lord mercy me. Well, well, just to shorten up what I was saying, and I'm gonna clean this up like this. One of the best fireworks I ever seen was this frisbee firework that my dad lit that it literally would shoot up into the air, right? And it would spin around 360, all right, and it would shoot fountains out of it while screaming the entire time. And it just said
Oh, hell yeah.
Screamer. It just said Screamer on it, and it had nothing else on it. It had a bunch of like uh just Chinese Mandarin like calligraphy, and it said Screamer on it. And that's it. And this thing would shoot up into the sky, maybe about 20 feet or so,
Yep,
spin
and then
around,
and like a
and
bunch of they
yeah,
almost look like sparklers almost.
yeah, but they were like they were like the little fountain things, the little barrels that you sit on the ground and you light, and then they
Yeah.
shoot a fountain and you know,
Yep,
but
I remember those.
they were all screaming at the same time doing it, and the thing was spinning. I can only imagine like how dangerous this thing would have been if it caught like a Florida wind and just kind of like
Oh
it
Lord.
flew a different way or something, but there was no wind at all. The firework worked, I guess, perfectly, but that thing
Yeah.
is hella dangerous, and I've never seen anything like it for all of my days. That was the majority of that story. Damn it, I had to redo the whole thing, but it's okay. Working it out. Technical difficulties. Love it. I'm gonna kill production when he gets back from Vegas.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. So talking about another classic, especially for fireworks. Dude, you got to talk about the snakes. Everybody fucking had one. You got one as a kid. You light that thing. You watched it grow. They used to have like super big ones.
Yeah, I remember ones when I was a kid that's like it was like an animal. It's like a bear or something, or like a rhino, and it would like
Just like shitting out the snake.
I don't know. It's like it was almost like one of those things you put in water and then it grows,
Yep.
but it turned into like it literally looked like a rolled up stogie, but then it just turned into like an animal or something. It was cool. I've seen like the snake ones. I've seen like obviously the classic, man. Poppets, man. If you got kids that are below 10, I'm telling you, poppets are amazing.
Yep. Give them a handful of those things and just don't stand close to them. People will throw those at you.
Yeah. I have tried to make a giant poppet. It's hard.
It is. Now I watched back in the day, dude. Like people would take sparklers, tape those things together and make like a huge explosion out of them, which was crazy. I don't know exactly how he did it, but he definitely did. It was like 50 or more that he would tape together, and it would just be this big old explosion.
You can uh things I will not talk about here on the Lounge Podcast, but you can take that and take something else and take one more thing and put it together, and it's chemistry at its finest. And it's completely safe and completely deadly at the same time. So yeah, and it's just sparklers. It's wonderful. Most wonderful thing. Sparklers are amazing. All Roman candles. Roman candles are incredible. Have a Harry Potter fight at like 30 feet. Be 30 feet from each other. Okay. All right. 30 feet will be fine. They don't even go like 7, so 30 feet will be fine. I got you. Haha. What about when you were a kid? Did you ever do the sword fighting? Did you sword fight with the sparklers? I did.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. And trying to move them super fast to spell your name.
Oh yeah. I had some good sparkler burns when I was a kid. I
Oh,
touched I
definitely,
touched
especially
it.
the metal ones.
Yeah, I touched it. I'm the damn dumb kid that like took out mom's freaking cigarette lighter in the car and like touched it red hot, being like, "Oh,
Mm.
you know." You figure out that stuff. I think little moments like that in my life is why I've been extremely lucky with fireworks, except for one time. And to be honest, I was inebriated. but but yeah, I that's why I've been so lucky because I know fireworks hurt. I know they hurt real bad. Got to respect them
Yeah.
things. Got to respect them.
Oh man.
Have you ever seen the fireworks at Disney?
I haven't. I haven't got to do that yet.
It's definitely like listen, man. People can say whatever they want about Florida and even California, but both Disneys are fine. If you've never done it, especially like Christmas or 4th of July, especially, Disney's incredible. I mean, it's not just a regular fireworks show on the 4th of July at Disney. It's absolutely. I mean, you can park. The crazy part is like you can park outside of Disney at like and get a hotel like couple blocks down from Disney and sit on a balcony and watch the fireworks from the park. That's how big they are. They're
Oh yeah,
so
definitely. I mean, Disney's got the funds though
ginormous.
to do it big, big,
It
big.
it's insane. Like I said, I've done it a couple times. Once as a kid and then once as an adult. Did 4th of July at Disney. It's crazy. Nutty.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Chronix to Fly, welcome to the Lounge Podcast. Won't you jump in that chat and give us a hello?
You know, what does it mean to actually have patriotism?
Oh, that's a hard one to say. I think it's just showing love for where you're at, man. Like you gotta. Uh, there's too many talks nowadays of like I hate America. Like I'll just move. I'll do this. I do that.
Every person that says that, they'll say that, but they don't move.
Yeah, they don't go.
They
And
don't
I hate to
move.
be that. I hate to be that biased guy here on the Lounge Podcast. And please don't take offense to what I'm about to say, but man, if you ain't gonna go, just shut the fuck up about it. Like
That is and that's not
have some respect for where you're at.
and that's not wrong. That's not wrong to say either. I think if you're here, yeah, I do feel that way. Like we can make it very simple and very Americanized and say it just like this. If aliens came down and all were like beep beep, we're trying to shoot you. Are you gonna like fight with us? You know what I mean? Like that's where we're at with
Yeah.
patriotism. I mean, like that's what patriotism means to me is in like times of crisis and times of like this shit's about to get real. You and your neighbor, like, and let's band with this is America. The line is here. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
um,
I'll tell you the funniest thing that I think of is when we think about like aliens coming down and whatnot, and what's going on, especially if they're hostile and everything like that. You know, there's gonna be that one person, like that PETA type of person that says like, "Don't shoot the aliens; they're endangered."
yeah, but I think of like the Mars attack scenario where like, they're gonna do that, they're gonna do that stupid shit in front of the aliens, and the aliens gonna look at them and be like, "Mac mac," and shoot you with a ray gun.
Yep, yep.
And then what
Dude, I
and
was
then what
actually
then? And then what then? It's like, oh, then you're gonna learn. Oh, we're gonna put the signs down and the picket signs down then? Like what? Like I don't it's just very baffling to me in that way. But yeah, I mean, as far as like I said, I made it in the realm of aliens because I didn't want to put so much PC on it, and
yeah,
everything. But yeah, I mean that's what patriotism is to me. It's just in times of crisis, in times of need, in times of like true we're fucked here. Like let's band together a little bit. Let's remember we're Americans.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. I am definitely all for like banding together just as a nation and just being a part of it. Um I may not be the most physically capable, the most athletic or anything like that, but I promise you if it comes down to it, like I'm going to be your band brother. Like I will be right
Well,
next to you in the shit.
the wonderful thing about Americans and stuff is like we're so multi-skilled as people. Um and I mean, you will, and that's the craziest thing when you think about, all this patriotism stuff too is like, they're not going to no being, I'll say being from anywhere, I'll say it like that, is not going to take account to old Ebner that's like 70 years old, but he can still like shoot the balls off a fly from like 2 miles away with his, Barrett 50 cal. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to take account for stuff like that. Um,
Definitely.
and yeah, I really truly believe that. It's like we can come together under the idealism that everybody's got a skill to offer. Let's just, do the skill and we'll figure out currency and how everybody's getting paid later. But right now we need everybody to
So
work and do their shit.
So bringing that up, let's kind of dabble into the most American thing that you could possibly do: shooting firearms, buddy.
That's right. That's right. I
I
wish I
think,
could.
yeah, like I am like 100% for it. Like that, like it's just cool to me. It is God forbid when you pick up a gun, any type of gun, you feel more American when you have that thing.
Yeah, I mean they would sell patriotism with American flag and a bald eagle holding a gun for sure. It's just that's the American way. I still am a firm believer, of the people kill people, guns don't kill people. But it just goes back to what I've said like this whole podcast, like don't out of anything we say, man, just be safe, man. Golly, just be safe. Practice good
Definitely.
safe practices with any type of explodey thing. Like please, for love of everything, protect yourself, but
Definitely
also
so. Definitely
also
so.
also protect your brains. Like my lord. I am though. It's such a patriotic thing, and what's crazy is in other countries it's even more patriotic to do so, and they're so wild that they'll fire them up into the air. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, but yeah, I mean, I definitely see it in that way for sure. Um,
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever discharge a firearm up in the air. Like, I don't want to run for my life knowing that bullet's going to come down somewhere.
I mean, it sure will. It sure will come down somewhere. That's wild. So wild. Um, I what are you going to do for the 4th? What do you got planned?
Me, buddy, I think I'm just gonna relax. I mean, it's the weekend. You know, my kids are on vacation right now, so I won't. Unfortunately, I won't have them. But I think just for myself, I think I'm just gonna kick back and relax here in the house, um, and not really think of doing too much. Enjoying my day just as just as an American, just as an individual, like just
Nice.
relaxing and
Nice.
trying not to stress myself out. What about you, buddy?
Well, we got some plans. Don't have the kids for the 4th, unfortunately, and that's its own chestnut. But and then probably gonna do some stuff at the neighbor's house, and might get some stuff done around my own house because damn, it needs it. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Eat some
Hell
ribs,
yeah.
drink some beer. It'll be good.
Hell yeah. Donnie Boots, thanks for joining the Lounge Podcast. Um, any anything in particular as far as like food wise that you're really looking forward to?
I'm such a fat kid all day. I as much as I'm on this weight loss journey and I'm literally thinner than I've ever been. I still just love everything, man. I love everything from barbecue to burgers. Like my neighbor's doing like probably hot dogs and hamburgers. He's doing ribs, and he
Oh,
smokes everything. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
oh my
Um,
God. Barbecue and ribs. Oh, shit. I'm about to drive to Florida right now.
that's right. That's right. The only way you're gonna make it though is definitely slamming some W energy after using that discount code, the Lounge Podcast. I'll tell you what.
Definitely, because I'd have to. That's a drive. I'd have to
I
drive
mean,
all night long.
you're going. I mean, you literally as soon as we end the podcast, boy, you're getting in the car and you're gonna dry slam that dub. We're no water,
Yeah,
no water. I I really am. I just we did as kids growing up, man. We always had like the pool party scenario at one of my aunt's house or at my house because back then we had a pool at our house. Um and it was always a good time. I never remember the 4th of July being what it is now. It's so different now. For
yeah,
me. But I tell you, out of all these things, I still just remember how great it is to just be here because we could be many other places. People can say a lot about America and some of the things we talked about. I'm still very patriotic. But I got my own ideas. You'll hear them here on the Lounge Podcast for sure. But I still, am thankful I am here. I could be a whole lot of other places.
hell
Um,
yeah.
so God bless America. Let's just make it.
Definitely.
Let's not make it better. Let's not make it great. Let's not do anything like that. Let's be patriotic the entire year round, and then let's start making decisions
Definitely.
for sure.
Well, pineapple loungers. I think we're getting close to that time here. We don't want to take up too much of your time here at the Lounge Podcast, but we want to thank you for stopping by. For
I really
everybody that
do.
has stopped by, again, if you wanna throw us a comment, throw us a just a hello. Maybe you wanna give us a idea for another episode. Head over to our Facebook page, The Lounge Podcast. That is definitely the quickest way to get a hold of us right now. We definitely always want to hear your feedbacks. We definitely want to hear your ideas. Even if you want to be a special guest, maybe one day on the Lounge Podcast, let us know. We can definitely discuss it. And if you're the lucky person that gets to be a part of it, we will definitely make it big for you.
And I really do appreciate you guys here at the Lounge Podcast. And I mean, we really do. And I'm excited to have Jinxie back. And I'm definitely happy to just be an American, So everybody out there, y'all stay safe out there and whatever you do. Um, and anything that goes bang, light it and run, please. And it's been a great one here at the Lounge Podcast, man. Thank you, everybody. All right, thank you so
Definitely.
very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
And
You all have a great 4th of July tomorrow.
y'all do, and always remember over there at the Facebook, man. Anything y'all want to suggest, please go over to the Facebook and let us know. This has definitely been Pineapple GG here at the Lounge Podcast, and my wonderful co-host.
The one and only Shifty.
And we'll guys wish you a happy 4th of July. Y'all have a blessed one, and we're